Train Lover 1974 presents Mavis's Other Jobs. It was a hot summer day on the island of Sodor, and the other engines were working hard trying to keep up in the heat. But some others wish they can do different jobs for a change. Like Edward likes to have a mixed work schedule too. Like he likes to take trucks or coaches. Mavis is a honest, prime example of this. Mostly for the reason she doesn't do a lot of other work on the island. Maven oftenly only takes stone from the quarry up to Farquhar, but on this day she was asked to take it all the way to Brendam, as it was a very important delivery. But sometimes she wishes she can do other work for a change, instead of just taking stone to the quarry and back. Soon, Mavis arrived at the docks. She was very tired. Wait a minute, where's Salty? Usually she's always here.
Well, Salty's away on repairs, so they brought in another engine to handle it.
Who would that... Thomas then puffed in, shunting some vans. Thomas, you've been brought here to shunt? Yep, I was the only one available since the branch line's been a bit slow lately. But I do want to run, or at least work somewhere else for a bit. I've been working here for the past 2 days, and it's been very taxing, especially with that annoying crane.
I am not annoying.
Shut up. I wish I can do other work for a change, too. I'm tired of just working in the quarry all the time and occasionally doing deliveries. I want to do other work. Tell you what, I have a lot of goods trains to take today, so how about this? We trade jobs. I'll take over at the quarry and bring the stone down, and you take my goods work. Are you sure Sir Topham Hatt will approve? Of course he will. You're not too different compared to me. You're just a diesel engine with side plates. We're both shunters. So, that'll be the deal. You know what? I'll gladly do it. Great. Just give me a minute while I go fill up on coal. Thomas was done filling up on coal and actually was able to get Mavis's train ready as she coupled up. You should be careful, Mavis. Remember, the trucks are a bit more troublesome here than they are at the quarry. They don't like engines that have never been experienced with them before. I know how to handle trucks, Thomas. This isn't my first time. And plus, it's just a small goods train. It's not that long. Where is it going again? You have to take it to Edward's station. Some of the fuel is needed for Boko. Right. I'll get that done quickly then. And Mavis rolled away. I sure hope Mavis knows what she's doing. She's never handled mainline trucks before. I just hope she won't get into too much trouble. Mavis was enjoying herself. It felt so good to travel down the line with a train different from stone. Huh. I didn't know Mavis was coming down the line today. Did you know, Toad? I did not know, Mr. Duck. Soon, Mavis arrived a few hours later. Boko was surprised. Mavis, what are you doing all the way out here? I thought you were just taking the stone to the harbor and going back to the Farquhar quarry. I was, but Thomas offered to switch jobs with me for the day, so this way I can handle other work for a change. So I've brought your goods train. Thank you, but are you sure you know how to handle these trucks? They are different from the quarry. Thomas already told me, and I already know how to handle trucks. This isn't my first time, you know. I know, but we're just trying to look out for you. Trucks can be troublesome and will play tricks. They'll even throw an engine off the rails. Don't you remember what happened to James when he didn't pay attention with trucks? What's wrong, James? You always seem angry for some reason. I feel a disturbance. I feel like someone brought up my past without me knowing. I'll be back. Oh no. He's gonna get himself into trouble again, I just know it. Do you know of any other goods trains I could take for you? I guess you could take some of my trucks back to the harbor, but do be warned, these ones are a little more troublesome than the other ones. I'm sure I can manage. Mavis traveled down the line very steadily with the trucks. However, the trucks were planning their tricks. Hey boys, you know what I just realized? What? She clearly has no idea how to handle us. She might handle us in the quarry, but she can't handle us on the main line. I don't know about that. You remember what happened the last time we tried to mess with the big engines? This is different. She's smaller than the big engines. She's basically the same size as Thomas. Yeah, she's right. I say let's try to push her down the hill. Agreed. Clank if you agree. Clanked? Good. We'll play our tricks as soon as we get... Quiet down, you lot. Oh, we'll quiet down, all right. The hill soon approached. This was the final hill entering into the harbor. Mavis began her climb, but the trucks were playing their tricks. Hold back! Hold back! Enough, you lot! As Mavis reached the top, it then happened, as she tried to pin down her brakes. Push! Push! On! Stop! Meanwhile, so Thomas, you really don't know where Boko is? For the last time, James, I don't know. He's probably at Wells River along the main line somewhere. Fine. Thank you for your information. What does James want with Boko so badly? I swear when I find Boko, I'm gonna bump him off the... Help! What on Sodor? Alright, just gotta shump these empties and then... Watch out, Thomas! Oh, crap. Whew. Thomas braked with all of his might, trying to help slow down Mavis. Finally, he slowed down. Just then, the trucks gave out. Ow. Are you alright, Thomas? I've been better, but I'm not too damaged. Just a slight bent bumper beam. Don't worry. I'll take these trucks over to the dock, and then I'll go get help. Just stay there. Oh yeah, like I was gonna go anywhere else. Soon, Boko arrived with the breakdown train, and Thomas was loaded onto a flatbed. You and me, Boko, need to have a serious talk later. Alright, James. Sir Topham Hatt was also there, and he was not happy. Mavis, why weren't you at the quarry? And why was Thomas there, too? Thomas offered to help me there while I took his jobs. It was because, sir, she was getting tired of some of the work she was doing, so I offered to let her have a change. I can understand that, and Mavis, you did do a good job today, but you need to learn more about handling mainline trucks. That is why I will have you taught under Edward for a bit. And Thomas, once you come back from the works, you will go to the Farquhar Quarry and help manage there until Mavis learns better with trucks. Yes, sir. James, take him to the works. Yes, sir. Oh, crap. Curse these couplings. I swear, these things have not been the same since winter. Now with James actually coupled up, James puffed away to the works, carrying the number 1 with him. While Mavis had learned her lesson, she knew she still had a lot to learn. But that is a story for another day.